with the cannon and the J-Span, it actually was heavy indicated that the Hecarim could have gone in the top lane. They removed a lot of the answers to deal with his often weak early game, and now Origen are answering by going...
That was placed, so it allowed Cold to sneak in towards the lane, and they can maybe look for a play themselves. Notice Perks has cleanse, but they're going in.
And the knock-up straight onto Mickey, uses the Guardian, shields himself up, the Ignite not ticking enough. Caps is now teleported in, and Mickey's very low. Doesn't have the flash in from Perks, looking for the final order. The Ren would be enough, they get him. First blood to Caps, and G2 strike. Dutch is there as well. They're going to jump across the wall with Blast Cone straight onto a control ward. OG looking for the 4-man dive down towards the bottom side. Jankos is waiting around the corner, but Perks caught up. The double taunt lands. Nuke Duck takes down Perks. Mickey short to follow, and it's a double for the mid laner.
G2 thought they could see that Ryze is still underneath his tower. So G2 think that they can buy time, they can play safe, but in the meantime, another fight is just happening.
Caps pulled into the grinder! Jankos maybe going to burrow in here. He tries to use the Phase Seeker, can't land it, and Cold will secure the first dragon of the series.
And once they lose that, that's when Zoe really becomes a
Look at this TP. Caps TPing in behind in the bottom lane. Alfari trying to run away, uses the flash, will knock back the Hecarim. Wonder caught out with the Fear Beyond Death, but Alfari is done for. Origen going to try and react on the top side of the map as they go for the Rift Herald.
They're going to be will get control, and they know Perks is in the top lane, so they should be able to knock down this turret very easily, bringing Nuke Duck over for the 5-man push. Then they can take the Infernal on top of it. Origen are getting everything they want.
But the thing I really want to highlight here is yesterday when we saw Splice 1-1-3-1, remember that they kept grouping and then Fnatic would obliterate them. And the thing that G2 recognizes is that this early into the game, if they fought a 5v5, they would lose. So instead, they're just going to
1,000 gold lead overall.
Just notice how many members are towards the bot side as well. You know, in your solo queue game, you'd be like, oh, this Rek'Sai is just over break points. I think for G2, I mean, it's weird, right? Because we've got to remember that both these teams have very different win conditions. G2, if they tried to play the full 5v5, I think would be at a pretty big disadvantage.
The Origen just trying to take down this third tower of the game for themselves. Equalizes that gold premium evenly, but Caps, he's been farming so much in the last few minutes, he's even got a bounty on his own head. 200 gold sitting on him because he's farming
control over the river. And what they've done is they brute forced their way in, and now it's G2 who are grouping up. They have control of a bot, and it's Origen that are now the one that's running away.
Patrick's out of position. Patrick's totally out of position here. The heal comes out, but the face call will be used. Void Rush used as well. The chase comes out. Patrick's still dodging away. The Glacial Fissure misses as well. He's eaten up a lot of ultimates here, and Origen will try and react on the other side of the map. The Redemption keeps him alive. Almost takes out Jankos. Almost takes out Wonder. Can't quite get it. The shutdown comes out, but Origen are trying to push him mid lane to react as well.
And one of the big criticisms I had of him at the beginning of the split was that he was kind of live or die by Mithy, and Mithy, who kind of struggled at the very start of the split, he died off the series. Yes, he is currently sitting on 1 death, but he is still a very strong Kai'Sa. He's still very relevant to the success of this.
Up the fight with the Hecarim diving in, maybe a Realm Warp as well, because Ryze and Kalista, if they're hitting just 1 or 2 members, can absolutely crush.
Caps is on the inhib. Caps is on the inhib right now, and Origen realize they have to do something. They're going to go for the fight. Alfari's going down towards the bottom lane to try and deal with Caps. Maybe actually just teleporting into the fight instead. Baron down to 10,000 HP. G2 can just poke from the side if they want. Wonder has the ultimate to jump into the back line. 6,000 HP. They're going for the engage. Caps teleporting in. The Cataclysm already used. Cold ignited. He's down. The Onslaught of Shadow gets onto the back line as well. And here comes Caps. And here comes the rest of G2. Origen made the desperate call, but Patrick's down. Alfari gets 1, but the rest of Origen are just running for the hills. The Realm Warp to chase onto Nuke Duck as well. And G2, they say, OG, you can want a team fight all you want. Alfari gets the double, almost gets the triple. The heroes, they just, no way has Alfari just turned that one around. It was all G2, but Caps now comes in. Sunday, Alfari somehow managed to pick up a triple kill, but in the end, Caps is just too darn good at League of Legends. He gets the double, G2 get the Baron, and with it a 5,000 gold lead.
He does have to teleport himself, and remember that with his E and ultimate, he can very quickly join a fight. But look at Cold.
Cold going in, the Cataclysm used onto Caps. Here's the hero's entrance as well. Cold goes gold, and Caps slept. They're putting it all onto the back line. A momentary freeze frame, because in the end, Nuke Duck will take down Caps. Wonder has the blind position. Jankos down as well. Patrick's alive. Nuke Duck as well. Patrick now goes down. It's all on Nuke Duck trying to get the damage into this fight as Alfari steps behind his tower. G2 lose 2. Nuke Duck gets 1 more! A consolation kill on the back as Perks now caught up, taunted up. The shutdown comes out, and Origen have fought back.
The fight Caps tried to get out of there with the Realm Warp stopwatch, but that doesn't work anymore, man. He gets shut down almost immediately, and then it looks good because Wonder is on the flank. He is able to trade kills, so it's ADC for ADC. But then this snipe on towards Mickey. Boom, it's beautiful, and now Perks, he has nowhere to go.
Yeah, he doesn't have the summoner spells to escape from this situation, and honestly, coming on top. Now, the gold is still in favor of G2, but OG are demonstrating that they still have a lot of tools with this composition to find ways back into this game.
They definitely do.
Mickey doesn't have a flash either. He's going to be forced away. Alfari's answering in the bottom lane to the push, has the teleport to join the fight, but maybe Caps in a good position here as he catches out Mithy. It's a very tanky Galio, though. Here comes Wonder. TP used, unsaw the shadows. They try and get away from it. Patrick shielded up, healed up, and here comes Perks on the front line trying to get through Alfari. Alfari's already taken down one. Mithy gets the justice punch onto Caps, who has to flash away, but he's pulled back into the heart of Origen, and they rip out the heart of G2 as Caps falls. Origen going to turn straight
Alfari can stop Wonder right now.
Question is how much health is left on the Baron as well, because they will have the recalls empowered up. They're going to get them out. Wonder unable to get there. They're looking for that inhib tower in mid, but I don't know if
vision, but there are Baron minions in the bottom lane. G2, though, aren't too concerned with that, because they're just going to start this one up. This could be very dangerous. Cold is on the flank and looking for a flashless Caps.
Patrick moving forward here as well. G2 forced away. The Elder Dragon looks like they might just concede it. That's
they have Prio.
They're going to go with the Realm Warp. They're going in.
They can use the Realm Warp mid lane because this tower's taken so low by Wonder.
But Elder's already down.
But Elder is gone. The Baron recalls will come through, but they get the inhibitor. This is big for G2 because this is the only chance in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds that they can fight back against Origen.
So they're just going to take the inhibitor trade for this very important neutral objective. Now, Origen, though, they can just group up mid, they can run it down, and they have their eyes set on the mid inhibitor themselves. Note there's still a minute left on the Baron. G2 don't have those Baron-empowered recalls, so they're just left running away.
Yeah, this is very dangerous here for the side of G2, and Origen will be able to run in. G2 need to concede slowly. Okay, clear the waves as best you can, but the team fight is not going to be easy. There are some wards, but no real teleport option without that spell onto Wonder. G2 have to give it up.
They give up the mid lane inhib. There's still a minion wave here as well with it. Origen looking to go a little bit further. How do you prepare for a moment like this? Well, G2 tried to against Fnatic in week 9. Will that pay dividends? Mickey there on the front line. They force nuked up back to Glacial Fissure. Doesn't land. At G2, they're conceding slowly, but they did not lose anything more than that mid lane inhib. Perks going in. The engage comes out. That's a lot of damage already. Perks is taking out Mithy on the back line. Nuke's getting chased away, but Patrick's still alive, and Jankos can't get onto him. 2 GAs popped in the middle of a fight, and it's a cluster of damage as G2 just try and pick one player up at a time. They get 2 nuked up. Gets the kill as Patrick secures it in the end. OG get 1 for 2.
And once again, G2 find another big fight, but Origen are resilient. They convert it into another tower, and both these Kalista, Hecker, and Rise, you can just melt through that. You might not even need the jungle, but here's the TP.
Behind, Origen going to force the fight as they go for the engage onto Jankos. Here's the hero's entrance as well. Perks flashes out of the back of it. The chase is on for OG. Nuke are getting in, but the cleanse from Perks will keep him alive. Cold gets Jankos. Cap still pushing on the sideline. He's round warping forward. Wonder now on the flank, trying to get together with his mid laner, just forced away. Caps is going for the inhib.
Here's the thing, though. Origen did not pull the trigger to move towards the Baron. They're losing pressure on this bottom lane. G2, they're starting it up.
They've gone to answer Caps.
They have the Rend. They have the Rend. They got the inhibitor, and all of G2.
This is incredible. Caps is just outplaying as well on the side lane. We should switch this Baron's to G2. Let's see what Caps is doing. The Zhonya's comes out from Nuke. He's almost taken out. Caps still in there. Caps is trying to 1v3. In the end, he goes down. Baron goes across to G2.
G2 still get the Baron.
They're going to find a new way of doing things.
Caps going towards mid.
They're going to do it.
4,000 HP left on the Elder. Jankos trying to get in. Jankos steals it away, and now G2 are just going to force down mid. All of Origen need to back away to try me out, but Jankos is keeping him around. He's down into the GA. Mickey there as well. They get Jankos, but who has been able to back? Nuke's got away. Cold sticking on Mickey. Keeps Patrick in the realm, and there's the Nexus Towers going down. G2, they steal it away. They can do it, and G2 take the Nexus.